How's it going, guys? Coffee here. Today I wanted to go over my Shockwave Totem build that I've been playing this league. I ended up picking this up because I was going to try out that Captain Lance's build there and see if I could do some stuff with Penance Brand or something, but the build just started to get prohibitively expensive and I did not feel like spending like 100 divines on a build. Because by the time I got to around like level 80 something on it, the experience I was getting playing with it, it just felt like a bad totem build to me. That seemed like it was going to require way more money to start to feel good. So I went to Hyro. And turns out this league, the items for Shockwave Totem are really, really inexpensive. I think I've spent maybe 20 divines on this, and this is like even more damage than what's required to do basically most anything. I have a Dialas in here and an Empower 4. Everything else outside of that basically cost 1 divine or less. Shield was 30 chaos. Scepter was 20 chaos. I crafted the Stygian Vice with like 1 essence or something. The boots I bought for maybe 30 or 40 chaos. Helmet, I think I just dropped this thing and I just equipped it because I was looking for chaos res. I bought a Defiance of Destiny for 1 div. The cluster jewels right now are all really, really cheap. These are like 70 chaos a piece right now. The medium clusters are maybe 30 chaos. And you can buy these little Corvine charms here with base crit chance on them for like 5 to 10 chaos right now, and you just throw on 3 of them. This gets you basically pushing to 100% crit chance with flask up. Oh, I guess I bought a flask as well, so this is like 2 div or something like that, 2.5 div on Bottled Faith. All in all, I'd say it's probably around 20 div, but at this point 20 div isn't that much for something that can do basically anything, like fully juicing T16s where you're doing the League Mech ahead of time and then doing like Delirium into Torment into other things, Expedition, things like that, and still have enough damage to ensure that you're not going to over empower a mob that you can't kill anymore. So yeah, I figured I'd showcase the build and make sure I put out the POB for anyone who's looking for something cheap that can basically do everything in it. The Defiance of Destiny is just a quality of life thing. I like using it for... I started using it basically for heist or for like delve, things like that. Like anywhere where the things that are likely to kill you are going to be like you getting stunned and then just getting hit by 15 mobs all at once. Defiance of Destiny ensures you don't die to those scenarios. So, yeah. I highly recommend that. If you don't want to run that and you just want to run more damage, you can run this like a standard +1 with some crit multi on it and cast speed. And I was testing that. It looks like in POB, let's see the POB numbers here. I think if you put on the other necklace, you go from like 11. It's like 2 mil DPS difference, something like that. Yeah, you go to 13.5 mil instead of 11 mil, but you are much squishier. So take that as you will. You want to run more glass cannon, feel free to just use the standard amulet. You're still going to be playing a really, really inexpensive build for this point in the league, and getting like quite a bit of damage. Yeah, nothing new. Things haven't really changed that much from like a standard Shockwave Totem build. It's just all of the gear for it right now is really, really cheap. Like Astral Projector is 9 chaos when it's normally like 1 to 2 divs or more. So, yeah, I don't really know what else to say. Like I recorded some footage here just to show you guys. I figured I'd let you know because it's been a few days since I've updated anything. I do have something else in the works. Like I want to work on. I'm looking at some variants of this like cast on crit VD build that Jung is playing. But even with what Jung's playing, those cluster jewels have, or those forbidden flesh and flame jewels have gotten. They're like 60 divs now. So I know for a fact there's like a cheaper variant of this that's basically going to cost the equivalent of just the cast on crit bow. I got my bow link today. It took me like 3,800 fusings to do it, but it's done now. The bow's ready to go enough. So I just got to figure out what it's going to be on. I think it honestly might end up being on this Hierophant. I just got to finish the tree and make sure that it's going to be hit the numbers that I want, and then I'll showcase that to you guys as well. But other than that, feel free to just watch over the footage here of just doing a T16 map with like Delirium and full map juice, things like that. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. And other than that, see you in the next one.